To the first video of the channel. So we're fishing around Glenelg, hopefully a few salmon, maybe a ray or two. I've only like a striker on my way, but that's extremely optimistic. But yeah, I'm just walking down there now, so you guys want to get to the jetty. Some salmon, maybe a few rays, whatever. The main comment I've got me running for the rays is a shore cast and authority, just a little running group, some squid heads on it. One of these little Samaki vibes, hopefully get some action on it. Oh shit! Fuck, come on. Come on. Fuck! actually got a follow on it. The only bite that I've got has been on the heavy rod. I've got two of them. One was obviously that big run, the second one was like a little nibble. But I really don't know. I might just stick to bait and yeah, I might just stick to my little bait and my big bait for now. It's just too windy to get any action on it. And there's weed everywhere, so every retrieve I get maybe about 2 minutes worth of actual retrieve. The rest is just all nothing. It's hectic wind out here, but I guess that's how it goes, eh? So hopefully one more big take. And hopefully that's today done. If I catch one decent fish, I'm going to be finishing up today, I reckon. Just got to see, I've been trying a few times off Glenelg here, just hoping for a little bit of luck. And fair few salmon. Is that on? I've had some Tommies as well, a few flatties and Port Jacksons, but those are the first I've actually got a big hit on the big rod rather than just little Port Jacksons and all that. So hopefully today's the day it changes. Not sure if this rod is on. I'm sure I've crossed it. It's looking half on. Well, I guess the only way to know is to give it a whirl. This is dead. I think I'm just on a bunch of weed. Yeah. Oh no, they're on. Crab. Bugger. Oh. Catch of the day. Little blue swimmer. Let's have a look at him. Just pinned him under my foot for now. Let's see here. Just a little. Just a tiny little swimmer, nothing too much. Obviously not legal, but later in the year, hopefully. Heavy rod. It's just kind of unfortunate, but oh well. Tie the drags, you never know. No, nothing. So one thing I've noticed, the authority is pretty smooth, but the handle is actually broke on it. Oh, cheers, Ben. See what I can do about this foam handle. It's actually kind of annoying. Really tight, but no, screws properly done up. Fuck. That's just something that we can't fix again. Go ahead. It's there, but it's been dead today. I saw a bloke come down when I started catching a few Tommy Ruffs down near the sandy shallows over there, but apart from that, nothing. And then my big run, so I haven't seen any salmon, which is strange, especially this time of year, but when I start making my way down now, so hopefully we can catch something through that little sunset ice. I don't know, just got to figure it out. So I'm just walking around these waterways now. I cannot see a single fish, even in the marina, which is kind of weird. I don't see any signs saying I can't fish. I saw some blokes fishing here earlier, so I'm having a little flick. Just see if there is anything kind of sitting just down here, I reckon. See what there is. There's like no wind down here, this is beautiful. No wind. Just lots of water. It looks fairly deep just in front of me, like a big drop off. Honestly, I'm half tempted to switch to a grub. Switching to a grub is very tempting. Just don't think I've hooked any large jig heads on me. So I didn't expect to be doing this type of fishing. So burn. Drop. Yeah, I reckon, because that's a big floodgate just down in front of us there, and down here doesn't seem too bad either. There's a lot of area of water coming through. I reckon down here should hopefully have something good in store. Fingers crossed. Oh, as soon as I say there's no weed here. That's how it goes, I guess. See what we can do here. I've caught on these little Samaki vibes before, so I'm a little bit disappointed, I must say. But I don't know. Time it could change. Could instantly turn on. But here, not sure. Actually, yeah, I'm going to switch to a soft plastic here. Give us like 2 or 3 more casts if there is anything more sizable in the area. I'm going to switch to a soft plastic and just do a little bit of a bottom hop retrieve. So when you're working your lures like these, there's 2 options. I tend to really stick up to a little waiting game, so you just flick, let it sit. So I'm just going to wait till it hits the bottom. There's a little bit of slack, so I'm just going to kind of estimate here. I can sit at the bottom here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reel in, get the tension, flick, and flick. And I'm just going to reel up that slack, I'm just going to let that drop again. Wait 5 or 10 seconds, doesn't really matter, just as long as you're letting it rest on the bottom for a little bit. Back up, flick, flick. I'm just going to hit the 3rd flick here. So it's a fairly deep channel, but I'm just going to leave it yet again to drop. But just hopefully there's something kind of sitting watching this drop off right in front of me. So I'm also running like a massive leader line, which I'm already up to it now. I like a big leader just in these types of areas because when you brim, they're really finicky. And even though I'm only running a 10-pound blue braid, I still like to have as little visible as possible. So I was running like a really big 6-pound leader. But yeah, having a look at the lure. Fishes, it tends to catch itself during the cast like that, which I know that's my other one as well. And here was literally, I'm not even sure what that's from, but so I've got mine out of the box today and the paint's already started to fade, but so hope it still catch fish because I'm quite excited to try this mullet colourway, which I'll probably end up getting one of the Tommy ones as well. And the thumper tails rather than these little forks here, they have a little thumper, which is quite good to use. A lot of things, people around my work just saying that, but never know. We all flick back out. So the reel I'm using is Japanese. This is a Japanese reel. This is an Oceanfield Abbey Garcia. Now the reason I like this reel so much, it's a 3000 size, so it is fairly big, but it's not big to the point that a normal 3000 is. It's just got this really big long cast spool. This is a 3000 shallow, but it does come with 3000 spool in the box as well. So I'm given 2 spools of 1 reel, which obviously can buy your other options, but I quite like having multiple at once. But I think we just got a hit, which is pretty good, but not too sure. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just recording. Oh no, still good, mate. I had one shark take me off the jetty, but nothing much, no. Good little interaction, that's all good. Probably check how much battery the camera's got left in it. Yeah, we still got a little bit of charge. So I'm just going to keep up this little flicking motion. We'll switch out for the grubs. I hope I catch some. So I just reckon Brimbos might have to be the go today, even though it was a little bit of a salmon mission. Switched up into the brim, which I guess it is what it is. Rolling crank. I could just send out my crank. Please tell me I brought my softies. I have them in here. Got some prawns. Actually, I don't think I have my smaller soft plastic grubs with me. Got my bigger soft plastics, but looking for the grubs, can't seem to find them. So that is a little bit annoying, but we will make do. Alright, I reckon I've just been hit here. Just going to keep a nice little low retrieve here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it here. Drop the camera down slightly so you guys can see the retrieve. Yeah, I'm not sure. That was a hit. Felt like it. Just a little one, but felt like a hit. As well as with the combo I'm using my Abu Garcia Max, which honestly I'm not a big fan of the reels, but I quite like this rod. I'm a big fan of it for how cheap it is, only $100. It's a really good little budget option, especially if you're just looking to get into lure fishing or you want something that you can kind of bash around on jetties and not be devastated if you need to replace it. Release this. Ideal, well, there's just a mile away sitting down here. A little inside of the pick back up here. Just going to do a few quicker retrieves just to test the waters for anything sitting straight at the top bite. I do have a popper on me. I'm not too sure on whether or not it's got some hooks on it. Have a look, see if I can flick the popper around maybe. Yeah. Squid jags, lure box. No, they don't have a popper all hooked up. could just chuck a little prawn on here. See, the only issue with my prawns is I don't have, yet again, I don't have those light jig heads. Which I'm not too sure whether or not they'll make too much of a difference, but I just don't want to risk it because I know these little pre-rigged ones have caught fish for me before. Caught a few salmon off guard and I'll just like round places with these. So I'm quite a big fan. There's a real deep hole here. Let's hope there's a few more of these little holes. Coming into winter as well, there's a lot of really good West Lake fishing, especially for mullet and that. So I might be giving that a crack months to come, but also we're heading down to my little Port River spot. So in that spot there's a lot of bream. I've had kingies take, I've had a kingy or a mullet take me on the Spheros, so stay tuned for that because there's definitely some good fish in there, and it's a spot that I know a lot of older fishermen would go to. A lot of younger fishermen that come through to my work, they're not too sure that it actually exists, but it's the beauty of a spot in the port. It's right next to West Lakes, but it's one of my favourite spots. And the last time I went there was salmon galore and illegal flatty caught, so definitely excited to give that a crack on the channel. I've wrapped my tip here. Honestly, it's like half wrapped, but I've had situations like that before when they are half wrapped and I've lost the tip, so Mum, better safe than sorry. What's the time? I'll have a squeeze at the time in a sec just to double check. 4:33, so it's not too bad. Just got to wait 30 more minutes of flicking around this little plastic up here, working the wall. Patience pays off. You never know when the bite's going to happen. But that strike on the authority, when I tell you I was surprised, I was literally flicking around lure. All of a sudden I saw my rod just hanging from the eyelet. Just hanging off the eyelet. It's horrid. I was genuinely scared it's going to lose the rod. And the reason that I tightened the drag, I probably shouldn't have, but the reason I tightened it was just because it was heading towards the pylons and I had nothing I could do to stop it. I couldn't run after it, couldn't stop it, so I just had to see if I could turn its head maybe, bring whatever it was back towards me. I'm not sure. To be honest, could have been a little bronzy or something, but I don't know, because it bit me off. It either bit me or rubbed me off. I don't know, I had a second bite during that, which I did get on footage. I'm not sure if you could see the hits on it, but I was getting hits on it, and then I went to pull it in to check my bait, and my whole rig was gone. So I literally restocked the sinkers on my way in today, and I'm already down to one. More of my favourite things, I like the Wilson bomb and dropping bombs wherever they are. This is bomb swivels maybe. I'm not too sure what the actual product name is, but they're really good because you can snap them on an easy rig, sink a slide, so you can literally just have a running rig with them, or you can use them off the boat obviously as your droppers. But I just love them because they're so versatile. But I'll probably be heading down, I believe next week I'll be posting a video fishing, definitely posting a video next week. It'll either be in the Port River or it will be off next to North Haven, I believe. North Haven, just off the beach, is a little salmon mission. Either that or a full day down at the port spot fishing for bream. And maybe other stuff. I have heard of snapper caught in my spot, which is definitely something that I'm looking forward to after the ban, but yeah, it's just really getting lucky, figuring it out. See what hits. I'm very excited, definitely a fair few surf fishing trips coming soon. As soon as I'm on my P's, we're taking my car down, a lot of Salt Creek fishing, definitely going to be doing that, Salt Creek, and then there's a big trip around October that I'll be heading out. I'm not sure when the video for that one will come out, but that's going to be Stenhouse Bay. I'm going to be camping off Butler's Beach for about 3 or 4 days. flicking off Glenelg SA, obviously a few sharks, rays, and then off the beach, salmon, mulloway, snapper off the rocks, which should be an absolute beauty of a trip. But yeah, again, it's just all time, and then editing that as well is going to take ages. I'll probably put it into like a little series of, you know, beach fishing one week released, and then the next week I'm off the rocks, and after that off the jetty. But that's still in October, so we've got tons of time to plan. If there's anything you guys wanted me to chase specifically off there that you guys have caught, shout out, because I'll be bringing out everything I got. I'll be bringing my light reels, I'll be bringing my heavy reels like my sea line and that. So it's all really just a waiting game, but that's definitely going to be a trip that we go all out on. Hopefully land some good fish. I might be heading off the breakwater as well, off North Haven next week. Obviously using the salmon we caught as bait if he did catch much, but that'll just be another authority bashing session maybe. I might bring Atmospheros just in case, because I don't want to get the authority to beat up on the rocks, but honestly I'm really disappointed the reel handle ripped. That's the second time using it, and the EVA foam has just slipped on that fish, which is kind of annoying, so I'm going to have to switch it out because the metal power knob, which is still very nice, but it's just, I don't know, a little bit heavy. I feel like I'm going to break it a lot easier. That's my only thing, like hanging off jetties, I only get my authority scratched up, but it is what it is. Not sure. Just gotta keep working plastics. Bait rig wouldn't have been too bad off here, but it's just the concept of getting one going. Fishing. Yeah, we'll head down to a port spot from like, you know what, 6 to 8 or whatever it would have been. So fishing down for those big old brimbos. I do have a few spots around Garden Island that I'm definitely keen to try as well. I've had a few people come into my work talking about bronzies in the channel, but I'm not too sure to be honest. But definitely worth giving a crack. With some big smooth rays, maybe eagles. You never know at Garden Island. Could be an eagle ray one day, and the other day could be getting yelled at by a junkie. But well, let's just hope that someone big takes. I also will start doing a little bit of freshwater fishing around Wind Valley again. Especially now that I've got this set up and I can just keep it on me. I'll definitely do a few more videos, you know, chasing the bigger fish, that like those carp and that. So old plastic, tail's just falling off. So I will switch it back to that. I will switch it to that little prawn. Flip that around the rocks maybe. See what hits. Oi. I am very interested to see how this camera does in low light, because every chance I can I'm going to be night fishing. But what have I got here? Bigger bait holders. Where's my jig heads gone? Oh, don't tell me. Yeah, they are. So the selection, I'm going to be using Daiwa bait junkies with a 1/8 jig head, which is a lot heavier than I probably should have picked, but oh well, I'll get a 12, a few more packs soon, which is what we're running for today. So I've switched this little sandworm in a violet disco colour. Just figured I'd give something else a shot here, because I don't really want to use my prawns around here because it's so snaggy. and I'm a big fan of them. I've seen some good fish catch and I want to save them as much as I can, so I'm just going to do a little slow roll. Jesus, can you hear that plane? Just want to do like a little slow roll here. How's the action on them? I reckon I might twitch them. I want to do a twitch as I return and see how that goes. Give it a little hold, take a breather, let them drink or rest, sorry. Start flicking. Let them drop. Let them drop. Let them drop. And then drop. Wait. Actually, I don't mind that flicking action on him. He swims pretty well. This is getting a tad bit dark, so I reckon around 5ish. Actually, when it's going to get dark, which is really good, because I'm leaving at 5:10. Just gonna let them rest. Whee! I'm a big fan of these TNT jiggheads. I like them. The TT jiggheads, they're really good. I'm not, obviously, as you can tell, I'm not the best at rigging up a soft plastic, but yeah, hoping for at least one brimbo would be really nice, but especially in South Australia, maybe in like your Victorian, New South Wales and all that, you might catch a brim. But here I haven't had too much luck on brim. I obviously catch occasional one in soft plastic, but I haven't caught a big one myself on lure. That's definitely one of the bucket list fish. Check out. Yeah, if you guys have any spots or anything you want me to try fish, if you just want some tackle advice, fairly happily do a few videos of some reviews on all my tackle. Just let me know in the comments and then see what I can do. Wait. Shit, I just got hit. Fuck. Okay, well, that's not a bad sign. First part of the evening. That was definitely a hit. Got some head shakes as well. I reckon salmon maybe. I reckon he must have grabbed the tail end. Bugger! Okay, well at least we know the fish are interested in the sandworms. I'm just going to give us one more cast before I turn off the camera. Just don't want it going flat on us. Let's get this retrieve on video footage. So I'm just going to call that for a wrap today. Sadly, no fish landed. We had 2 bites on the big rod and this one little soft plastic hit as I was fishing, but definitely going to come back here. The view is absolutely beautiful. Cracker of a sunset. It's a shame I've got to go, but oh well. Catch you next time. Hopefully I'll be heading down the port or beach fishing with some salmon. You never know what's going to happen. See you later.